According to Elon Musk, Tesla soon will become the biggest company in the world and will be bigger than Microsoft or Apple. And what's more interesting, Musk gave a specific date for when it happens. Furthermore, there are incredible numbers and statistics of growth for both companies that are mind-boggling to think about. The growth of Tesla compared to Apple is drastically different. And because of this situation, a few experts in this field came out and analysed this situation and explained why Tesla soon will be bigger than Apple and Microsoft. This is a very interesting story, so let's explain it. In recent years, the expansion of the electric car expert has overtaken that of the world's largest corporation. Tesla stock has risen about 15,000% in the last decade, as the innovative firm established itself as the dominant player in the electric vehicle (EV) industry. Tesla's latest market valuation is $930 billion, making it the world's sixth largest public firm. Meanwhile, Apple is the world's largest firm, with a market capitalization of about $2.7 trillion. Before it can catch up to Apple, Tesla has a long way to go. Could the EV pioneer do it in a few years? Tesla's market worth has expanded considerably quicker than Apple's during the last decade, starting from a much smaller base. Musk's explosive growth is hardly surprising, given that it works in a market still in its early stages. On the other hand, Apple generates over half of its revenue from selling smartphones, a sector that has already developed. According to the International Energy Agency, EV sales, for instance, doubled over the previous year in 2021 to a record 6.6 million units. Moreover, the extraordinary surge has continued in 2022, with 2 million EVs sold in the first quarter alone, a 75% increase over the previous year. But the tech sector is in crisis in 2022, with second quarter sales down 9% year-on-year, owing to oversupply and inflation. The recent results from Tesla and Apple show the relative strength of the EV and smartphone sectors. In the second quarter, Tesla's overall revenue increased 43% yearly to $16.9 billion. In addition, adjusted profits per share increased 57% yearly to $2.27 per share, owing to higher margins. Apple's growth was barely that swift, but its vast size is hardly unexpected. Apple's sales grew 2% to $83 billion in its fiscal 2022 third quarter, which ended June the 25th. That amounted to roughly 5 times Tesla's revenue. With such a massive revenue base, even a multi-billion-dollar top-line growth would result in a slight percentage increase. However, it is also worth mentioning that the growth rate in Tesla's end markets is significantly larger than that of Apple's end markets. So that is where Tesla has an edge. Worm Capital's concentration on Tesla Inc. (TSLA) is due to its belief in the electric car maker's supremacy relatively early in the cycle, according to the founder and chief investment officer Arne Alsin at an investor Q&A session organized by the fund. According to Tesla influencer Merit Sawyer, Alsin stated that owning a Tesla in 2022 is comparable to buying Apple Inc. (AAPL) in 2007, 2003, or even before that. He said that Tesla would surpass Apple in scale by a significant margin. He also urged having more trust in the fund's Tesla position to produce substantial future returns. Alsin feels the firm has only scratched the surface of its potential. He noted that his growth estimates for Tesla are far, far beyond expectations. The Worm Capital CEO also expected a swell of activity in the investing community and on Wall Street surrounding Tesla. Alsin described Tesla as Wall Street's favorite stock, citing its rapid development into enormous worldwide end markets, rapidly growing gross and net margins, a vast moat, infinite product demand, and prospective gains from energy storage, full self-driving, bots, and AI. He said he was unconcerned with the criticism some people in the financial sector aimed at him. According to Alsin, many of the so-called smart money on Wall Street refused to deal with Amazon in the 2010s, but had no trouble acquiring it in the 2020s. Alsin stated that Tesla, Spotify Technologies, and Amazon now dominate the fund's holdings. A Twitter exchange began when a user tweeted that Tesla would be bigger than Apple. The user is often seen promoting Tesla, especially Tesla's full self-driving. In a response to the tweet, Musk tweeted saying, "I think there is a greater than 0% chance Tesla could become the biggest company." In the same Twitter exchange, another user wrote that they loved the direction of that arrow, to which Musk responded, "Probably within a few months." After sending the tweet, Musk removed it. It wasn't clear, though, if he had been asked to delete the tweet or felt that the moment was unsuitable for such a remark. Some individuals reposted a screenshot of Musk's deleted tweet. Musk has already been in trouble with regulators due to his tweets, such as the notorious funding secured statement he tweeted in 2018 that garnered the attention of the Securities and Exchange Commission. The National Labour Relations Board recently ordered Musk to delete an illegal tweet from 2018, which the board alleged intimidated Tesla workers seeking unionization. The CEO's post came in reaction to intensified attempts by workers at Tesla's Fremont facility to organize a union with the United Auto Workers. Musk stated in 2018 that nothing was stopping the Tesla crew at their vehicle plant from voting union. Of course, they could do it whenever they wanted to. But why pay union dues and forego stock options? Tesla's safety record is twice that of the UAW factory, and everyone is already covered by health insurance. Elon Musk ruffled feathers on the Tesla earnings call night when he said the electric vehicle company was on pace to become one of the world's most valuable firms. On Tesla's first quarter conference call, Barclays analyst Brian Johnson mentioned that Musk had envisioned a scenario where Tesla might reach a market worth of $700 billion a couple of years ago when the stock was at $200. That was roughly Apple's position at the moment. Although 2 years later, Tesla is clearly on the verge of launching the Model 3. He asked how the market cap looks now. In response, Musk stated that he believes the company can reach that valuation due to pioneering progress in robots, software, and artificial intelligence. He began his response by admitting that he may be entirely deluded, but he feels there is a clear path to that end. The sequence of events required to obtain that result seemed to him to be very evident. He acknowledged that he is actively involved in Tesla becoming extremely excellent at the machine that makes the machine, which, by the way, requires massive software. There aren't just a couple of robots sitting there. It is the programming of robots and their interactions. It's also a lot more complicated than the software in our automobiles. He believes it will be tough for other manufacturers to replicate. According to reports, Tesla's current market worth is $51 billion. After a 27% increase this year, Apple's current market worth is $772 billion. Many shareholders and auto industry professionals are baffled by Tesla's market valuation, which is barely below General Motors. Last year, the electric vehicle manufacturer lost $675 million compared to GM's $9.4 billion earnings. In April, AutoNation CEO Mike Jackson stated that Tesla's value is inexplicable and that it is either one of the greatest Ponzi schemes of all time or it will work out. According to hedge fund manager David Enhorn, investors are still mesmerized by Musk and therefore disregarding an evident bubble. He is doubtful that Tesla will be able to mass market its Model 3 at volumes and margins sufficient to warrant the company's current price. Enhorn remarked on the Greenlight Capital first quarter conference call that the enthusiasm for Tesla and other bubble basket companies is reminiscent of the March 2000 dot-com bubble. While he doesn't know when the bubble will burst, he does know it will. However, Tesla's supporters continue to trust the company's technological leadership and prowess, indicating that the manufacturer may one day collaborate with Apple. On the conference call, Morgan Stanley's Adam Jonas, who has made some of the boldest predictions for Tesla's future goals, wondered if Apple has anything to offer Tesla's objective to hasten the shift to shared autonomy and sustainable transportation. Musk stated that he does not believe Apple wishes to have that discussion. At least, he hasn't heard anything to suggest that they do. If Tesla becomes as large as or larger than Apple, Musk intends to be there to see it occur on his watch. That's it for today. Subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell.